everybody, so today's video is going to be my spring beauty slash makeup essentials or things that I believe are necessary for your spring looks. And I know, you guys are like, okay Rachel, you do realize it's February, right? Spring and summer are very far away. But for me and where I live, it's pretty much spring already. I mean, the lowest it's been lately is like 50, and it's been in the 70s some days, so it's pretty much spring. I feel like it's time for spring and more colorful things. So I'm going to be showing you guys what I think is essential for spring. And this way, whenever spring comes around, you will be fully prepared. So I'm just ahead of everyone. That's how I view it. So first, I'm going to talk about perfume, and I know that perfume is different for everybody, so you might not necessarily like the ones that I'm going to show, but I think for spring, it's nice to have kind of like a lighter, fruity or floral scent, something that's not as heavy that you might wear in the summertime, in the winter. So this is DKNY's Be Delicious, and just very, very, very crisp and fresh. An apple scent. I'm sure almost everybody either has this or has smelled it. And then my all-time favorite, which I've worn all year for about a year now, but it is the Versace. This is amazing. It is kind of fruity. I don't really know how to describe it. It's just very light and fresh, and I love that. So that is what I would recommend. Not anything that's like musky or really, really heavy. Okay, now onto the makeup stuff. Well, for one, I would recommend a good primer, because as it gets warmer, your skin becomes more oily and you want to make your makeup last as much as possible. So I have two kind of setting products. So this is the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. And for the De-Slick purpose, I'm not really sure if it does that, because if you have oily skin, there's really nothing that's going to combat that oil completely. But this does help the product stay. So yes, and then I also have the Tarte Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. Any powder, this is just a sample to set your face and maybe touch up with, because you're most likely to get a little bit more oily in the spring and beginning of summer. So next thing that I would definitely recommend is switching from a very thick foundation or a heavy foundation and trying to stick with a concealer. And I'm not even going to tell you this one because I have to get it off of eBay, so it's not even helpful because you can't get it really easily. But I think that if your skin is in a decent condition, you can definitely get away with just wearing concealer, and especially in the spring and summertime, you don't want to have as much on your face because it feels like it's melting off or it's too heavy. So I would definitely recommend switching to just a concealer. And some concealers are a lot more heavy coverage than others, so that is something that you can really tailor to your skin needs. So next, for eyes, I love shimmery, kind of light, yeah, just very shimmery or I'd say shimmery or glittery, not really sparkly eyeshadows. So my favorite quad that I'm using right now is the Maybelline Sunlit Bronze Quad. And the packaging, this is the old packaging, and I like it better. And you can find it off of eBay for cheaper anyway. But really any colors that are just purely shimmery and glittery, I just think they look really nice and reflective on the lid, almost metallic. And I think coppers are great in like gold tones, but also if you like cooler colors, something like this, not necessarily this palette, but maybe just a really nice silver, a color that I think is gorgeous for springtime and I definitely wear in the spring, is something like this. It is like a lavender or a lilac, just a light purple that almost looks white, but it just has a tint of color. I think colors like that are really pretty for the springtime. Just really light pastels that are almost like a silvery white, but they have a little bit of color. So you are wearing a little bit more color than usual, but it's also very brightening and isn't too overpowering and crazy. But if you want to add some more subtle color, I would definitely recommend a colored liner. And I do use colored liners more in the spring and summertime because I feel like, you know, it's fun to have a pop of color every now and then. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Ransom, and it is a gorgeous, really creamy purple color. I love this. I also have blues and greens. I just think a color is nice. I really do like purple too because it looks good on all eye colors. But I think that a colored eyeliner is nice because you don't have to commit to wearing a full colored look, but you do get that subtle hint of color right along your lash line that really isn't going to be too noticeable from far up. I mean, yeah, from far away, but close up you're definitely going to be able to see it. Going along with eyeliner doesn't have to necessarily be an eyeliner, but just a white either eyeliner or eyeshadow kind of cream product, because I find that really bright makeup is very gorgeous in the summer and springtime, especially springtime, because I feel like spring is just very fresh and bright and light. So yes, I wear this all year round in the inner corner, but I think that in the springtime I really like to wear it like on the waterline, or I'll wear like a white cream shadow on my lid just to really brighten it up. So I would definitely recommend this any time of the year, but especially for spring when you want your makeup to look super bright. And last but not least are whoa, that was so weird. The lighting just like, there was just like a flash outside because a plane went by. That was weird. But yes, so first thing that I would recommend is a light kind of purpley pastel lip color. This is the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain in Darling. And don't let this scare you. I know that the color as well as the swatch may look a little scary, but on your lips it really doesn't transfer that much because the pink tones in your lips really kind of cancel out a lot of the purple. But I think it's nice because especially this color, it is actually pretty wearable and neutral, but it does add a little bit of that little purple tint that I just think is really just kind of cute and sweet looking. I really love this. And then if you're looking for something more bright, this is the Maybelline lipstick in Coral Crush. It is a super bright coral color. It's actually what I'm wearing right now, but I don't have a ton of it on, so you could definitely make this more wearable, or you can really build it up and make it like that. Now that color is, okay, there we go, there's the accurate color. Or you can just kind of wear a little bit and really sheer it out. I think this is gorgeous, especially if you're going to go for a kind of warm copper toned look like I have on. And then if you're going for a more cool look, I would go with something like this or a really light, like baby pink. I just think that really bright and soft makeup is just gorgeous in the springtime. So don't feel obligated to go buy those products, but those are kind of the guidelines that I will go by, and definitely stay tuned because I'm sure I will be using some of those things. I mean, most of them I'm already using now, but like the colored eyeliner, for example, I definitely want to wear more, and I think I definitely want to get more of them, like maybe lighter greens, and I do have a medium green, but I think I want kind of like a neon, like lime green type color. I know that's crazy, but I think that's really pretty. Maybe even an orange. I don't know. I'm just going to have to go to the drugstore and see what's available. So if you guys have any other spring makeup essentials that you think I missed out on, sorry for the screaming, then please tell me down below. I'm also going to be doing a spring nail polish and spring fashion essentials, so stay tuned for those as well. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone!